Dear people of God at Trinity, thank you for joining me for this reflection time. Does it feel like we haven't taken a breath since the election? And now there's a COVID curfew. Santa Clara and San Mateo counties are purple. Diagnosed cases and reported deaths from COVID are increasing. And by the way, we are trying to figure out Thanksgiving. I think my family is on Plan D. These days feel exhausting. We are caught between the nightmare of what has been and what still could be, and a hope for a better future. As I prepare to preach on the second Sunday of Advent and welcome St. Nicholas, I am struck that this is really what Advent is about after all. Waiting for hope to break through, waiting on love to guide us back together, waiting for a healing balm for our weary, exhausted souls. Praying, please God, help us just get through this darkness into the light. Recently, my prayer for a healing balm was answered. I am blessed to be able to go to Stinson to escape on occasion, and I was able to retreat there and take a long paddleboard around Kent Island when there was an historic high tide that allowed us passage into estuaries and bird sanctuaries that we'd never explored before. It was so nice to have that kind of history-making moment. And then today, I gathered with our Sacred Ground Circle with diverse and kindred and beloved spirits to learn and listen and hope to live into lives where everyone is free. I recently saw a poem written in 2018 by a Unitarian Universalist minister, Elizabeth Stevens. It was in the aftermath of the election then. She speaks beautifully of the hard work of hope in the face of resistance and the long walk of transformation. The hard work of hope. It felt like it could have been written today. She writes, "Oh, my dear ones, I know you were hoping for a once and done, for an earthquake, a tidal wave, hoping that if we gave it our all, a single push would be enough. That after this we could sink back into complacency, back into the comfort of our privilege. I confess in the secret corners of my heart, I wanted to believe it could be that easy, that justice would emerge as from an egg, fully grown, not with wet down and weak wings. But beloveds, we are chipping away at a mountain, not a boulder. Calcified structures created to oppress, control, even kill. Thousands of years with this idea that some are more worthy, some deserve power by virtue of who they are, what they look like, which tribe they claim. Erosion is slow work, sweethearts. The triumph, celebrate the progress. The triumph, celebrate also the heartbreaking almost. Breathe. Rest for a time. Then get up, turn again toward kindness, toward your neighbor in need, toward those who are still trapped in the stone. Tell them, I won't give up. Tell them, I am with you. Tell them, for you, I will learn to eat rocks. For you, I will keep chewing, keep grinding until the mountain crumbles to dust. Be kind to yourselves. Breathe. Rest for a time. Give thanks in these days of waiting and wonder, these days of Advent. Then get up and turn again toward kindness, toward love. We are learning to eat rocks. We can't give up because we are in this together and we can't leave any of us behind. But how do you learn to eat rock and not give up? Nadia Bolz-Weber recommends this practice, this exercise. Remember the serenity prayer? Well, she writes, dear friends, what do you need the serenity to accept and the courage to change? For Nadia, that means God grant me the serenity to accept, but not necessarily approve. It is getting dark at 4:30 now. Narcissists. The virus is terrifyingly out of control and not everyone acts as they should. The courage to change the things that I can. An unmade bed. A hard conversation I have been avoiding. The flu shot that I didn't get but is totally available at CVS. The channel. And the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.